I will discuss method number 1, which is Kirchhoff's laws. In Kirchhoff's laws, this is divided into two. Kirchhoff's voltage law, or KVL, and Kirchhoff's current law, or KCL. What is Kirchhoff's voltage law? It states that, Kirchhoff's voltage law states that at any loop, in any loop of an electric circuit, the summation of voltages, independent voltages, voltage drop, and voltage rise is equal to 0. Okay. Now, I will explain the rules under Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay. If you are given, for example, V1 as independent voltage source, my tracing is clockwise, so this is from negative to positive. The independent voltage source here will be positive V1. Okay? How about if the independent voltage source is traced counterclockwise? So this is V sub 2. So from positive to negative, this is negative V sub 2. How about for the voltage drop and voltage rise? If there is a resistance R1 and in the current flowing in that resistance is I1, R1 and I1, then my tracing follows the direction of the current. So this is minus I1 R1. Meaning this is called voltage drop. How about if the current opposes the direction of the tracing? So this is positive I2 times R2. This is called voltage rise. Now, let's go to Kirchhoff's current law. What is Kirchhoff's current law? In an electric circuit, the summation at any junction in an electric circuit, the summation of all currents, take note, current entering is positive and current leaving the junction is negative. Then take the summation of those current and equate to 0. Example, here, I will apply KCL. The I1 is entering the junction, so this is positive I1 plus summation. I2 is also positive because it enters the junction. Then I3 plus I3 is negative because it leaves the junction. Then I'll take the summation. Then equate to 0. So therefore, if I will simplify that one, that is I1 plus I2 minus I3 is equal to 0. Okay, let us continue. So, we will apply now the rules under Kirchhoff's voltage law and under Kirchhoff's current law a while ago in this problem. Okay, the original problem is this. Given the 20 volts independent source, resistance of 10 ohms, resistance of 15 ohms, here 12 ohms. And the independent voltages of voltage source 20 volts and 15 volts. Since I'm using Kirchhoff's laws, first I will apply Kirchhoff's voltage law at loop A. This loop A, loop B can be changed as you like. My assumption only here is A and B. You can use any variable as you like. Okay. I will apply Kirchhoff voltage law at loop A, following the previous rules. Okay, this is voltage from negative to positive. This is 20 volts. Okay? Then I1 is following the tracing. So this is minus 10 I1. And also, if I will consider loop A, I3 is following the tracing also. In the direction of the tracing, this is minus 12 I3 is equal to 0. Okay. I will simplify this equation. So we have 10 I1 plus I don't have I2, so I can put here 0 I2 plus 12 I3 equals 20. Take this one as equation 1. Let's see, this is equation 1. Okay. Next, I will apply Kirchhoff's voltage law at loop B. Again, following the rules a while ago, we have this. This is from negative to positive, so this is 15 volts. Then minus I2 is follows the tracing of loop IB. So this is minus 15 I2. Then minus 12 I3 is equal to 0. So simplifying this, I don't have I1, so 0 I1 plus 15 I2 plus 12 I3 equals 15. So treat this one as equation 2. Okay. In the problem, we have 3 unknowns. Branch currents I1, I2, and I3. So we only form 2 equations. So we need to form, of course, 3 equations, 3 unknowns. So what will be the next equation? I will apply Kirchhoff's current law at loop X. At junction X rather, sorry. So entering that junction, that is I1 plus I2 is also entering the junction minus I3 is equal to 0. This will let this one as equation 3. Okay, I form now the 3 equations. I can use my calculator. Go to the equation. So 5. So I can choose number 2 because this is 3 equations, 3 unknowns. So I will use 2. Then I will enter the values. For equation 1, I have 10 equals 0 equals 12 equals 20 equals. Equation 2, 0 equals 15 equals 12 equals 15 equals. Next, equation 3. Automatic, there is 1 here. So that is 1 equals 1 equals negative 1 equals 0 equals. Let us now find the values for I1, I2, and I3. So, for I1, I got 0.8 ampere. For I2, 0.2 ampere. For I3, 1.0 ampere. How to check? Let us check if these values are correct. At the junction, entering the junction is I1 and I2. So I1 plus I2 should be equal to I3. Let's check. 0.8 plus 0.2 is equal to 1. I think I have done with this first method. Thank you for watching and God bless you all.